So, a couple weeks back, I stumbled across Spy X Family, and I gotta say, I think it is a great show. And I feel like it's one of those shows that really have like the perfect balance between action and comedy. I mean, for instance, action. A lot of the action relies on both of Anya's, I guess like adoptive parents, Yor and, Lloyd. And then we've got Anya, who is responsible for a lot of the comedy that happens within the show just because of the stupid little antics that she does, right? Specifically, my favorite one so far is in episode 5. So she comes up with the idea that Lloyd dress up like a spy, like in this TV show that she watches, and she's like a princess that's in a castle that's been kidnapped, and she needs a spy to come save her. So she convinces Lloyd to become that spy and go and save her in this castle. This man literally rents out a castle, mind you, and then calls in a whole ton of other agents from his agency to pretend to be enemies of his. The thing that I just could not get over while watching this, this latest episode is the simple fact that they were all so happy about it, and they were all so like chill about it. They're like, yes, we get to work with Twilight, one of the most known, one of the most badass spies out there. We get to work with him. We get to see what it's like. Like, I want to get his autograph. They were all stoked up, and then they found out that it's just like it's just a little mission or whatever, pretending to be his enemies, and they were just also fine with it. They were just cool with it, like, okay, like they were just chill with it. And that's something that I thought was so funny throughout the entire episode, was just the fact that an agency full of spies or whatever were okay with doing this. I was just sitting there with a smile on my face the entire time. We see Lloyd dress up as like a spy or whatever, and we see him go in and rescue Anya. He literally goes through there, absolute badass, wipes out the entire agency full of spies. Ends up at the very end, we see Yor, who is, drunk, right? We see Yor literally try to protect Anya from Lloyd, and like she's sitting there like fighting him, and Lloyd is just like, oh my god, she's actually trying to kill me. And then she ends up passing out because she's so drunk. We got Frankie there at the end. Lloyd literally just hauls off and just smacks him right across the face and knocks him the fuck out. And then he ends up saving Anya. Overall, really, really good episode. And it turns out, I didn't know this until reading up on it, but a lot of this episode was just filler. Whoever came up with this and decided to actually say, hey, look, let's do this, geniuses, because of just how awesome it was. Now, episode 4 was another great episode. I'm going to throw a stupid little joke that I seen somebody else make. So, there's that part in episode 4 where we see Lloyd literally like lose his temper, and he ends up smashing the table and killing a mosquito. Now, that goes to show that Lloyd is actually stronger than Saitama from One Punch Man, because he's actually able to kill a mosquito. You see what I done there? Ha 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 ha. I tried, man. I tried to make it sound funny.
I got you.
But all in all, this is a really good show. We see at the very start of the series itself, we see Lloyd, accept this mission. He ends up going to a foster home or whatever, and he ends up adopting Anya, okay? Now, obviously, nobody knows that Anya is like an Esper or anything that can like read minds or whatever. But he goes in, and he decides to adopt her. Okay, fair enough. And at first we see Lloyd not really care much for her, but, only, 5 episodes in, we can see him and Yor both really, it seems like both of them really actually care for Anya. And it's just something that's so nice to see. We see the spy that goes from like cold and heartless to not, like not caring about anybody else, to actually caring, or at least seeming like he cares about other people. All in all, the series so far has been awesome. Lloyd, this episode, was amazing. Literally, we see this man fight against an entire agency full of spies or whatever, just to get to the end of the castle to save Princess Anya. That in itself is awesome. All in all, great series so far. I love the comedy. I love the action. I just love it all right now. It's so nice. If you're looking for a show to watch, every week, I'd recommend giving Spy X Family a shot. Just go for it. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you like it like me, that's fine too. It's just all down to opinion. All in all, though, great show so far. Looking forward to what the future holds for the series itself. I really hope that this momentum keeps up. So tell me what you guys think about it so far. Tell me if you have any plans on watching it. Tell me, just tell me whatever you guys think about it down below in the comments. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you all for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and smash like. It would be super duper greatly appreciated. I love you all. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you in the next one.